The second phase of the negotiation of this ceasefire agreement, which would lead to a more permanent and lasting ceasefire. There's no guarantee or clause in there that Hamas must keep the hostages alive. Do you know anything about that?
We don't know until now. We don't know how many amongst the 33, which will be released starting Sunday, are alive, and how many of them are going to come back in a plastic bag. So certainly we don't know how many of the others are still alive and how many of them will remain alive. And if the ceasefire will not hold after the 6 weeks, then I don't know what will happen to all of them. And this is the fear and the apprehension of most of the Israelis, that think that maybe the outcome is basically a result of the reluctance of our side to end the war completely.
President Joe Biden, he believes that this may be the beginning of the end of the war. If you listen to his press conference, how confident are you that we can reach the second and third phase of this ceasefire agreement?
First of all, I have enormous respect for President Biden. I think he has been very helpful. He's been very friendly, and I can only say that we admire his absolute dedication to the lives of so many Israelis, including some Americans, but mostly Israelis that were abducted in Gaza. However, I'm not certain that after the 20th of January, responsibility of Biden will have any influence on the unfolding of the events. So it remains to be seen. President Trump seems to be very determined and very powerful in his expressions about the need to end everything. Let's wait and see and pray that it will come through.
And just more on the politics around this, do you think that those strong comments by Donald Trump in the lead up to his inauguration, saying that there will be hell to pay if hostages aren't released by the time he's sworn back into office, do you think that that had a significant sway in the terms of getting Hamas to agree to this ceasefire agreement?
I'm not sure that it had such an impact on Hamas, but I think it certainly had a certain impact on the Israeli Prime Minister, Mr. Netanyahu, who correctly interpreted the warning of President Trump that it may affect the attitude of President Trump to the Israeli Prime Minister. And this is the agreement that was ready on the 27th of May, 2024. And at that time, the Prime Minister manipulated so that it didn't work through. He agreed now to what he should have agreed on the 27th of May because he proposed this pattern, this format, then. And he passed it over to President Biden, and President Biden announced that he got it from Prime Minister Netanyahu, and everything was ready then. So thank God we reached the agreement now. I think that Trump had an enormous influence, but I'm not sure that this was necessarily on Hamas.
Ehud Olmert, I really appreciate you coming on the program and giving your insights into this, which is a historic day in the Middle East. Thanks so much.
Absolutely.